What did Bones say about religion when you asked?
Well, I got the impression that we were. He mentioned that we are part of the same creation. In other words, we're part of the same fabric of existence.
As the aliens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all part of it. He didn't necessarily say they have a soul, but he said that he implied we had a soul. He said that there were two creations, intelligent and non-intelligent. And like plants were part of the non-intelligent, and we and them were part of the intelligent creation. And if you have intelligence, then you have what I interpreted when I heard it was a soul. Now, he might have meant something else, but this internal agency or internal knowing, that I think that's probably a better way of knowing it. And I think I ascribe, because at the time I was religious, I had a religious belief, so to speak. So I think I pushed soul into that round hole.
Yeah.
Now that I look back on it, it didn't necessarily mean soul, but it meant sort of a self-agency, a self-awareness.
Did you ever ask them how long they've been visiting humanity?
Yes. I tried to address that several times. My impression was that they've been here for a very long time, and that they've intersected with humanity at different times. And he did mention also that it became much more difficult once our civilization had advanced, because it was the levels of communication between civilizations and stuff. It was harder to keep their autonomy or their distance, so to speak, from when they wanted the distance. It was harder to do that when other societies were talking about each other. This was my impression. They didn't exactly say it that way, but that's what I got the impression.
Did they talk about any sort of interbreeding between humans and aliens?
I got the impression that they had interbred before, experimentally. I'm not, that doesn't necessarily mean that it was still, or that we still have the results of that, so to speak, on Earth. But he did mention that they had experimented with that in the past.
Did you ask, are you the only alien race? Are there others?
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. He said there were a lot. Like, I got the impression that it was a silly question. Like, of course there's more speed, this entire universe, and you think we're the only two?
Yeah.
So I got that impression.
Did you ask if they have genders, and their race or their lifespans were?
They do have female and male. They have a different. They don't procreate exactly like we do. But they do have a dual sex type of situation, and yes, he said they do eliminate waste, and I sensed a little bit of a humor with that.
Yeah,
which was funny, because here's two different species and you talk about waste and you get humor.
Yeah, in both cases, that's fascinating. Yeah.